Good morning. Soy la bruja espinada, and I started doing a spread that's supposed to give you a lesson for the week. And I usually just post, but because it's a bigger reading, I wanted to share this with you guys. And I hope you enjoy. And if you do, let me know, and I'll do these on a weekly basis. So, the first card that I pulled was for a message from the Divine Feminine, and the card was Mary of Nazareth. And her message is, I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. The lesson for the week is an oracle deck, and it calls for endurance. So, the first card is what do I need? And the card that fell out was the Wheel of Fortune. So mind you, what you need to do is go with the flow. The Wheel of Fortune symbolizes karma, opportunity, luck. So in order to progress within this week and whatever you're aspiring to do, just go with the flow. Sometimes we want things so bad that we wind up hindering ourselves because we're too much in our thoughts instead of just working towards it. If you overthink and stick in your head, that's where you'll stay. You need to put action to what you want. And in order to do that, you need to get out of your thoughts and go with the flow. Start moving forward. And you can achieve just about anything you want. But you gotta move forward. Gotta go with the flow. The next section is how do I get it? So how do you start going with the flow? So the first card that pops out is the Ace of Coins. So this symbolizes positivity, abundance, and so what's important about this one is to stay focused and to continuously plant seeds of positivity. So recently I read something that states when you overthink and you're in negative thoughts of the things that can possibly happen, you manifest that because you are constantly thinking about it. You're putting so much energy into this negativity that the negativity happens. However, if you start planting the seeds of positivity and you are constantly in the thoughts of positivity, those will collect your energy and it'll happen. I know it's not easy. I'm someone that's constantly a negative thinker trying to plan for the worst case scenario. But what if you plan for the best? What if? The next card that came out coupled with this was the Queen of Coins. Now, she symbolizes maternal creation, femininity, beauty, serenity, but also overbearing attitudes. The thing with this is traditionally over many years, women or the feminine have always been in charge of money matters, to oversee the household, paying the bills from whoever brought in that. Well, her card reminds you that despite the fact that you manage these things and you put all this attention into focusing on what you have in the comforts and delights, or in order to have comforts and delights, you can be kind of overbearing. So that goes paired with the Wheel of Fortune, going with the flow. Sometimes you gotta ease up just a tad, even though it doesn't seem that simple. If you ease up just a little bit, you can relax. If you're constantly stressed, you won't be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And that's one of the things that you want to pay close attention to in this lesson. That having pretty and comforting space is good for productivity, but going overboard with spending will cause unnecessary stress. So just be mindful and you'll be happy. Maybe not overtly so, but even if it's just a little bit happy. Lastly is, what do I need to give this week? So the first card that popped out was the Knight of Blades. The Knight of Blades symbolizes assertiveness, and it's a seize the day kind of a card. So you want to move forward. You want to go ahead and say, you know what? Fuck it. Sometimes it's one of those things where you just gotta throw caution to the wind and be assertive in that sense, especially if you're gonna be going with the flow. Just be sure not to become too arrogant when it comes to the fuck it. When things go well, stay humble. Be humble. Also, what came out was the Knight of Coin. So this one is a slow and steady. Sometimes when we say fuck it, we expect immediate results, and unfortunately, especially when it comes paired with the Wheel of Fortune, is that you got to be patient. All this hard work planting seeds doesn't guarantee that you'll have a harvest tomorrow. It's a gradual process where even though you say fuck it and you start working towards that process, it's still a process. You got to take it step by step, and if you maintain that, you will see success and you will see the fruits of your labor if you don't stress, you go with the flow, and you stay focused. Here you go. Sorry, I have notes right here so I don't forget these things. Lastly, that came out with this last part was the Five of Rods. So this one's a little toughy. This one actually just reminds you to stay firm and strong. So because this is associated with competitiveness and obstacles, you want to be sure that regardless of who you're going against head to head, who might be a rival, who might be giving you some problems, whatever obstacles coming your way, that you stay firm, you stay strong. So this last section is, what do you need to give? Assertiveness, slow and steady, remain consistent, and stand firm. So what does all this have to do with these two cards? So with Mary of Nazareth, remember her message is, I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. In order to go with the flow and take those steps forward, you need to have courage. Believe that you can do it. Plant those seeds that you can do it, because despite how we may be bogged down, especially in these times of quarantine and pandemic, you want to be able to understand that you are human just like she was. And no matter what scary obstacles come in your way, you have the strength to make the decision to move forward. You can stay within yourself and be afraid, or you can endure. So the plant that's shown here is a cactus. The cactus symbolizes endurance because despite the environment that it lives in, desert, whether it's dry, there's rarely any rain, it flourishes and it grows. And if you've ever seen a cactus in real life, some of them grow to be enormous with the little bits of water that it receives. You can endure with courage, faith in yourself. You can endure. And so that's the lesson of this week. Have courage to move forward, to go with the flow, accept things the way that they are, to remain positive as hard as it may be, to stand firm, to stay focused, So I hope that that was a lesson you needed to hear. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and let me know if you did or you didn't. If you didn't, I didn't care. But if you would like to see another one next week, please let me know, and I'll have that up for you. Have a good one.